Washington Redskins it.
Got it. We're in.
And welcome to Week 4, Day 1 of the Commonwealth League. I am LaRue. I'll be doing the play-by-play casting here today. Joining alongside me for the first time this season, my color caster, my preferred color caster, at least last season, in Sneezes. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how's it going? Really happy to be here, Bernadetta LaRue. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
it's it's not my first rodeo, but it is my first rodeo
I was
with you
about to
this
clarify.
season. So
not your first time this season. In fact, you've pretty much done every Saturday so far this year.
yeah, I
But,
can't stay up late because you guys don't end your games fast enough on Sundays.
So, but it is our first time doing things as a duo. So, compared to last year where it seemed like we were doing it every other day. But interesting pick bans, and we'll get to that here in a second as you do see the bans coming across. It's going to be Garen Pantheon Timo for RWRR and Ash Akali Tristana for Lionheart Esports. Then you see it's going to be Renekton and Gangplank in the top lane, and then the Shaco pick coming out from Lionheart Esports. Recently buffed, and some would say that's a pretty strong champion, but Sneeze, apparently you disagree.
I just don't see the value. I think the buffs it got are really substantial. It's gotten a lot stronger, but I don't think it really does anything. It's annoying. It shows up, laughs, and ignites, but you know, you kind of when you're playing in a 5s environment, everyone's on microphone, and you invade, you scat him out, you find his boxes. If you get rid of the cheese, it's really hard for him to get ahead. So, I hope he plays it well. Looking forward to it. I think it'll be really interesting. But I'm way more excited in, you know, the super dominant solo lane that RWRR looks like they're picking with Renekton Vladimir.
Yeah, so a bit of a throwback to Season 1. We haven't seen a whole lot of Renekton this year, Sneezes, but Renekton, a very popular pick last split, so to speak. And we'll get the chance to see it here. You see, RWRR did lose a ban, in fact, as the Teemo ban was not actually made. And now I remember, the Teemo ban was not actually made in the Pro Draft. That actually is a lost ban.
It's just a throwaway ban, yep.
Yeah, exactly. For Magic Milk up in the top lane. He is an E-sub for this first game, so we'll have to see how Magic Milk does, kind of stepping in at the very last second. I truly do mean the very last second. We're talking like 10 minutes ago. But you see some more picks. Nocturne for X-Boy Hey. One Lano's going to be on the Vladimir. Talon for New Meta Edu. Of course, you might remember New Meta Edu. He's been playing top the last few weeks for Lionheart, but he's going to be in the mid lane here today. Jin and Twitch are going to be the 80 carries. Thresh for Exact Time. And then the last pick you're going to see here, who else but the most well-picked, the most banned champion in this league thus far in Morgana.
Yeah, the Black Shield really messes with a lot of people. I think it's a good pick. I don't know how I feel about the exhaust here, but I guess with a Nocturne it can work really, or against a Nocturne it can work really well. Jin doesn't really have the consistent damage where you want to exhaust. I'd much rather see the Ignite, but you know, I think it's fine. Morgana lanes a Q, it's not going to matter. I believe Lionheart picked Twitch a couple times, and I'm still surprised to see it come through. We saw it kind of. I think Flo played it last week. It had some weak laning.
We saw it in the jungle.
We saw it in the jungle? I thought we saw a lane Twitch.
Excuse me, we saw it in the jungle last week for mediocre at best. Excuse me. You're right. It was actually Buffalo who played it in the bot
Maybe that
lane.
was 2 weeks ago. Was the bot lane, or just last Saturday was. Bot lane.
I know we've seen it.
I just think you know, in a world where Kai'Sa and all these other interesting ADCs exist, that I don't see where Twitch fits in the meta. But you know, obviously these guys are confident in it. I think it could be really interesting.
Yeah, so we'll have to see where things go here. Of course, the 3-minute spectator delay in effect as we have to go ahead and wait things out here. But of course, in the grand scheme of things, Sneezes, what am I trying to say here? Who has the better comp in your eyes? Of course, some champions we haven't really seen a whole lot of. We haven't seen a whole lot of Nocturne. We haven't seen a whole lot of Shaco, obviously. But who do you think has the edge going into this one?
I think if you can make the game about it's to me, both comps are kind of pull the trigger comp. You know, if Talon and Shaco can 4-man bot and Morgana hits Q and GP presses R, you know, that comp will look really dirty. It'll look really devastating. But I think in terms of when I look at comps, I don't look at like players, strategy, whatever. I just want to look at the tools that the teams are bringing to bear. And Jin and Thresh is a really safe lane, farms really well. It outranges Twitch. You can still get Jin out of trouble with the Lantern. I think they have pressure in that lane. Um, Vladimir, while he loses early to Talon, is an incredible scaling monster, and with teleport, he can just leave the lane and come back. Nocturne to me is a good pick into Shaco. With the tether and he goes to clone out, you can still identify the real one super easily, and when everyone's on a microphone, it's really easy to tell. And then Renekton straight up beats Gangplank in lane, but this is kind of the opposite of the mid lane matchup where the Gangplank has to weather the storm early. He has the teleport advantage, and if he can get to his items, then he has the advantage. So it's really going to be about how chaotic is the early game, how skirmishy is it, who gets to scale up, and what happens around some of these first big fights. You know, if nothing happens until Nocturne hits 6 and gets to RN on somebody, I think RAR will be in really good shape. But
And so,
if that doesn't happen and it's really scrappy early, I think they'll be in trouble.
yeah, so something else I want to point out, Sneezes, as we pass the 40-second mark here before we are able to get into the loading screen. Take a look at Lionheart's comp. Not a whole lot of hard CC, except for on the Morgana. Of course, you do have CC. You do have the Gangplank slow with the barrels. You have Shaco's Fear, but Box is very unreliable in a big scale team fight for the
Well,
most part. And
so
Twitch has
they
a
did
slow.
make the boxes more reliable. That was one of the buffs. And I will say the only thing I'll say about that, LaRue, sorry to cut you off, is the strongest CC in the game outside of Morgana Q is death. So that's what they're going for. They just want to kill people.
You kill people so fast you don't even have a chance to respond. But we're going to have to see how that works against champions such as Vladimir and Renekton, you know, with that sustain that they have available to them. It's going to be a real interesting one, like you said, as we do get into the loading screen. So, of course, 3 games here today. RWRvsLHE versus Lionheart. That is going to be game number 1 here today. Then we're going to move on to G3 Reapers versus Monster Mash here tonight. Of course, Monster Mash, they're on a 2-game winning streak. They're looking to get back to 3 as they look to get back to that 500 mark that really kind of maybe defines what teams have a shot come playoff time. Of course, G3 Reapers, they're looking to improve their record to 5-2 and really kind of establish themselves as a top tier threat for the playoffs starting in a couple of weeks. And then our last game here tonight, going to be Nocturnal Dragons and Mediocre at Best. Of course, Mediocre at Best had a bit of a weird game last week on Sunday against Lionheart, the team we're about to watch here, but they are still undefeated after another 2-0 week. So we'll see if they can take down Nocturnal Dragons here this week. As Nocturnal Dragons, of course, they've been a team on a little bit of a slide as of late, and so we'll see if they can right the ship and get back into things. So a very quick loading screen. We're going to go ahead and get onto the Rift. Who's going to win? Game number 1 of Week 4, Day 1 of the Commonwealth League. Again, I am LaRue on the play-by-play, and joining alongside me is my color caster and comrade, Mr. Sneezes himself. So, as you take a look at the comps one last time, Renekton up in the top side for RWRvsLHE, Nocturne, Vladimir, Jhin, and Thresh. And for the side of Lionheart Esports, you're going to have Gangplank up on top, Shaco jungle, Talon mid, Twitch ADC, and Morgana support. And as is customary,
We have a pause.
a pause. Okay.
Seeing ours coming out, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, so
I
it
would
looks
take the
like,
opportunity, LaRue, to mash that plus sign on your keyboard so you can zoom to the front of the waiting line here.
I think
Sometimes I think you're fine. I just want to make sure that we're all
Yeah.
yep, they're on pause, we're back in it. And I'm seeing an invade formation coming out here from RAR.
Yeah, it looks like RAR once again looking for the invade here. We've seen invades a few times this season, but you do see Lionheart. They are back just a little bit. They're going to see them come out of this bush if they do plan
Thresh
on
should
advancing.
go first.
You're right. The CC should go first. So we're going to have to see. It's a 5-man stack for RAR, and there you see the Thresh is going to appear. They're going to spot that
Oh,
out. Lionheart
no.
will, but they're going to go ahead and back off. You see Thresh. He's going to throw out the hook. The flash is there. It's going to find Talon. He's going to take quite a bit of damage. First blood. Lionheart spots out the invade, but still goes down.
So classic blunder here, right? You assume that the Morgana is in front of you, so you don't need to flash. Morgana flashes out of the way and you get hit. That's super unfortunate. Happens all the time. You gotta always think, how could it hit me? And then just hover on the key and get ready to get the heck out of dodge.
Yeah, so 1-0 here for RAR. Of course, remember
Who got the
last
kill?
week.
Thresh got the kill. Boots early. That's super impactful for Thresh.
Yeah, of course, going to be able to run up on enemy champions a whole lot easier in the lane. Of course, maybe want your gold on a more impactful champion, a champion that can do damage. But Thresh, I think on an invade, just fine as well if you allow him to go ahead and get those boots to really kind of maybe impact the lane a little bit more. Interesting situation here. You do see it's actually going to be Renekton.
Swapped, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be Renekton in the mid lane. So perhaps seeing a matchup that they liked. Maybe Renekton a little bit better in the Talon. I'm not entirely sure what the reasoning is there, but it is going to be that Renekton and Magic Milk in the mid lane and one Lanos up top for the Vladimir. So interesting start here to week 4, day 1, but you do see it is Thresh and Jhin, it is Twitch and Morgana. Morgana, I believe, wearing the freshest Morgana skin, if I do say so myself. You do see a Renekton landing the stun, quite a bit of damage going down on the new meta. The Ignite is going to drop down. He's going to be taken low. One more auto should do it. There's the flash and the auto. Kill number 2 as Renekton picks up his first kill of the game.
Yeah, really sloppy by new meta Edu. He still had flash from the level 1 and just didn't respect the damage.
There was an interesting little Thresh play there, missing everything. Didn't find the flay, didn't find the hook, taking quite a bit of damage in response. Well played by Mordecai to kind of maybe just dodge that hook there at the tail end of it. But we do have a gank up on the top side. Here comes Shaco for the first time. You see he is level 3, putting quite a bit of damage down. The barrels are there. There's the flash and the Ignite. Already flashed down from the gangplank as well. Will the top laner from Lionheart get the kill? No, it's going to be the Shaco. But Lionheart does find themselves on the board with their first kill.
Yeah, really nice rotation by Shaco. He started topside and cleared out his whole top side of the map. Renekton here is fishing for something. He doesn't, Shaco wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Oh, he's out.
Hiding within the Rift Herald pit, but not going to be able to find the stun onto Doomsday of Chaos, so Shaco is going to be able to get back out. See here, it's actually going to be the bot lane for RWRvsLHE hitting the level 3 mark first. Another Dark Binding going down the Thresh. Thresh taking quite a bit of damage. He's here, no more pots for the Thresh, so he is not going to have as much health regen as he would like, and it looks like he's just going to go ahead and take the back.
Yeah, he's sitting on about 400 gold right now. It's probably not the best time for him to back, but it's not the worst. He's going to stay, it looks like. So getting back to the point we were making at the very beginning before all the crazy skirmishes broke out.
Excuse me.
No, they're not going to engage on it. You're good.
Ooh, he has Ignite going down the rack. We got some fighting in the mid lane. New meta Edu taking a tower shot. He's going to be low. Shaco is there for the support. So we're going to see that Talon stay, maybe trying to bait that Renekton in. But you do see up on top, we have another gank as well. X-Boy, hey, he's going to come in, trying to find the kill onto the top lane of Esports. The fear is there. Still, he's going to eat the Horde for a little bit of health. He's going to be taken low. X-Boy taking a tower shot. So will one Lanos. They both survive, but Nocturne has to flash away to stay alive.
Lanos missed his, basically missed his W ability. He positioned incorrectly and hit a minion wave. So super quick before the next crazy fight happens.
Very violent game.
The reason that they swapped is because Vladimir and Gangplank both want to scale, and Talon and Renekton both want to scrap, basically. So
ooh, got a roam here. Exact time. He's going to come in from the bot lane, trying to find something in the mid lane, but Talon. New meta Edu just going to go ahead and use that E, not really even going over the wall. Not sure how that works, but regardless, he's able to move out of the way and stay alive.
He went over the wall the long way.
Down the bottom.
Yeah, he went over the long way, basically. But no, so they basically just did it to equalize the lanes and make it less chaotic, because you had alternate advantages on each side based on the champions, and now you've made it much more control.
Yeah, so
I really like the early roams with Thresh. That's exact time is my early front runner for MVP so far. He's hit a couple good hooks. He got that early first blood, and he's applying pressure in mid lane. So now Talon has to be really careful about how far up he goes, because not only the jungler will gank him, but the support too.
And you see CS wide, it's a lead for both the top laner and the bot lane of RWRvsLHE, but you do see in the mid lane it is about a 7 CS lead for new meta Edu. Of course, 0-2 is the Talon. So when you look at individual gold, you gotta remember my hotkey for a second. It is still a 300 gold advantage for Magic Milk on the Renekton.
Yeah, it's a function of him pushing. He took all those tower hits.
Got a skirmish here just above the wall of the Lionheart Esports jungle. The Ignite's gonna drop down once again. Another solo kill for Magic Milk. He's 2-0-1, just exerting all kinds of pressure here. Not the start perhaps new meta Edu wanted on this Talon.
Yeah, really nicely done by Magic. He's playing this out super well. He's finding the right opportunities. So important, and now he's going to deny CS.
Already a 1K gold advantage for the side of RWR. RWR, of course, 4-2. Didn't really talk a whole lot about the records, but RWR, they are trying to establish themselves as 5-2 and once again maintain their spot as for second here in the Commonwealth. Of course, we could see a new second place team after today. Of course, G3 RWRvs, they are 4-2 as well. So depending on the results of today's games, it's gonna be something of note to see who really kind of takes that second place spot. You see the first dragon of the game is going to go down. It's an Ocean Drake for the side of RWR.
Yeah, super nice. They used their mid lane pressure. They had a mid come down. Boyhey, X-Boyhey. I don't know how to say.
I've been
it.
calling him X-Boyhey.
I feel like the X is silent in gamer names. I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, he's almost 6. He's gonna get 6 off this red buff, and I expect bot or mid to get, you know, a nightmare coming over pretty soon. You know, the way mid lane's going, it probably should be mid. Just keep the pressure on.
Yeah, just a side note, if you yourself are watching and you have a name that's hard to pronounce, go ahead and let me know in the old Discord so I can pronounce your names correctly, because, you know, sometimes I just have to guess. Sometimes I'm wrong. But anyway, one Lanos, another one that I feel like I'm mispronouncing a whole lot. But either way, approaching the 8-minute mark after a relatively bloody early game. I've seen a whole lot of kills. Just a kill on average every about 30 seconds. Well, no, every 2 minutes. Sorry about that, but we look.
That's probably
another one here. Here comes the gank on the Talon. Talon,
and I called it, dude, mid lane.
A lot of fun. 0-4. New meta.
Yeah, I called it, dude, mid lane. You gotta play with respect. You can't be standing inside the minion wave when you know Nocturne is 6. It's Magic Milk is really, you know, he's casting spells.
Yeah, you cast spells and you get kills.
Yeah, he's certainly having a magical performance here this evening.
All right, so either way, 3-0-1 on the Renekton. Of course, you might have flashbacks to Season 1. Sneezes on this one. We were talking about that Renekton and how popular it was last year. We saw a lot of Renektons get fed and then kind of fall off into the mid to late game. So I don't know about you, but I'm kind of having flashbacks there. We're going to have to see how he really kind of transitions this lead into mid and late.
Yeah, not with mid lane. It's kind of a, there's no tank here, right?
We'll talk about that here in a second. Here, one Lanos, he's gonna have to try ahead and use the pool. Doomsday Chaos, he's gonna go ahead and drop the ignite. There's the health regen for the Vladimir. Ignite's not gonna get the kill. Well done by one Lanos to escape a sticky situation with just his flash down. There's the root going down onto Morgana. Morgana gonna land the Dark Binding onto Thresh, taking quite a bit of damage. You see here, Twitch not a whole lot of attack speed right now, not able to put a whole lot of damage down. There's the ultimate coming out. The flash is out for Mordecai, but there's not enough damage there when you just have a Vampiric Scepter. And so he's going to stay alive, as you see here. Here comes one Lanos, the next boy. Hey, staying just a bit too long was the Lionheart Esports top laner. He's going to go down. 5 kills now as X-Boyhey or Boyhey continues to just exert pressure all over the map.
Yeah, and I just don't think, I don't think the Renekton's really in danger of falling off. It's not like a situation with a, it's not like a situation with the Ornn or something where there's a mega tank that's going to come online. You know, everybody is squishy.
Interesting situation here. We got Magic Milk coming down from behind. Of course, Twitch and Morgana, they don't know that yet. They're going to go ahead and try to fight the 2v2. There's the Zanya's coming out from the Thresh. He is going to be low, but Magic Milk is there. What can he find? Mordecai is going to walk away with very little health, but Renekton is going to drop the Ignite. That's going to get the kill.
Ignite.
He is on a rampage. American Liquor, probably not long for this world. The hook is going to come out from exact time. He's not going to go in on that one. Not going to risk anything. It's a double kill for Renekton. 7 kills to 1 here at 10 minutes. RWR continuing their strong engages here. Magic Milk
might get a quadra kill here.
2v1. Remember, this is a very strong Renekton. New meta Edu trying to do as much damage as he can. Doomsday Chaos. He's going to drop the shield. There's the Lantern, and Magic Milk will get out. A nice Lantern from exact time.
Here
now
he's
going to come in and try to find something. He does find a kill on the Doomsday of Chaos. He is 1-0-3. Nasper is also there.
That was a mistake.
He's going to be back in the Dragon Pit. He's going to try to jump over the wall, but Thresh is waiting for him there. Not a whole lot of damage on the Thresh, though. There is the root. Magic Milk is on the backside. He's going to auto the Krugs, though. Oh! The flash from Talon. Talon is trying to make the great escape. Will he do it? The Nocturne's going to go ahead and take the Lantern, but with one more jump over the wall, new meta Edu escapes to avoid that 5th death.
Yeah, and that's just Talon right there.
You see here the
he'll get out.
There we go. We give it up. They're giving it up.
If Thresh had flash, maybe, but yeah, that's just I wouldn't stand too close, dude.
Yeah, Talon, you don't have any mana, you don't have any health, so this will be the first tower of the game going down for RWR. You're not able to find the Talon, but you do at least find the first tower of the game. Already a 6K gold lead. That is something of note here at 11.5 minutes.
Let it be known, LaRue, that no one kills new meta Edu a 5th time in a row. No,
nobody kills me a 5th time. So, you know, the first 4
really
deaths,
nice escape. He pressed the Talon jump, the parkour button a lot. It's got to be a frustrating one, but I'm really glad that RWR transitioned straight into an objective. That's what you want to see. Don't get tilted, don't get upset. It's just a kill. Tower's worth more than a kill.
Exactly. So we are crossing that 12-minute mark. 21.3K gold for the side of Lionheart Esports. A 1.8K gold difference between the mid laners here at this stage of the game. As you see, RWRvsLHE, he is going to take that Rift Herald on the Nocturne. So a little bit more objective pushing power for them. Next Dragon, by the way, is an Infernal, and you do see here, it is going to be Lionheart starting this thing up. Thresh
I really like that they
Magic Milk
on
is
it.
coming down as well, and so is Natsford. The smite is going to be a little bit early, but they are going to get the Dragon anyway. As you see, they're going to go ahead and scatter, but Magic Milk is there. He's going to go ahead and land the stun onto the Talon. Talon going to go ahead and use his ult to try to gain that invisibility and get away. One Lanos, he's going to go for the tower dive onto the Lionheart Esports top laner. He's going to claim the kill there, make that 2 kills for the side of RWR, as they are able to take down American Liquor. Magic Milk 6-0-2 here at 12 minutes.
Yeah, and I know we were talking about Thresh in the early game for MVP, but it's really got to be Renekton at this point. He's dominating the game, he's 2v1ing, he's fighting a lot of people, and he's forcing all this pressure and allowing his team to take these neutrals and get another tower. The topside stuff, you know, that's all them able to fight a 3v4.
Yeah, so you do see here Rift Herald is going to be dropped up top, and that's going to be another tower for the side of RWR. They've got 2 towers now. Renekton just hanging out in the bottom lane. Level 9, not really what level you would expect. Of course,
this is all prior to plates. They're hitting on their 12th or 13th plate right now.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of plates already here, but it looks like we got ourselves a 2v3 situation. Make that a 2v2 as Doomsday of Chaos. He's just going to go down. Talon's going to try to find what he can do here, as there is the Nocturne ultimate coming down. Talon's not going to be able to see much. Make that a double kill for RWRvsLHE, as Talon just continues to struggle here. Not able to find the assassinations. There's the hook going down onto American Liquor. He's going to jump in and use the box. The Black Shield is going to go down onto Morgana, but the play is there. The Dark Binding is going to come down onto Thresh, taking quite a bit of damage. Mordecai going to go ahead and pop his ultimate. The E is not going to get the kill onto Thresh, but it does keep everybody alive as, well, at least for the time being, as Lionheart Esports continues this bot lane tower defense. There is the Dark Binding going down the Renekton. He's taking some tower shots. He's going to go ahead and dash away, but he does stay alive, as this tower push is going to have to continue some other time.
Yeah, and I just feel like if Twitch was someone else, like a Kaisa or Tristana, which I know is banned by Lionheart, I just feel like there'd be more impact. Twitch is kind of hamstrung by his short range. He's so ultimate reliant. Somebody like Jhin can just deal damage with impunity. It's not a great situation he's in now.
And see here, Magic Milk, he's still in the bot lane. He is very, very strong. He's going to land some damage down on the Twitch. The Ignite is there, but Twitch is going to go ahead and flash out of the Jhin ultimate. You see here the top laner for Lionheart Esports. He is in the mid lane, dropping down some barrels, but he is not able to find the kill on the exploit. Hey, actually, there's a barrel, and there's the shutdown as the Gangplank exerts his will underneath the tower. The Orange is going to let him go ahead and get away, but you do see here, they are not going to leave with nothing, as they do get a tower down bot, as Magic Milk and Jhin working together there.
Yeah, I really like the shutdown. Gangplank getting in the game is super important. Somebody's going to need to hold this Vlad at bay, and it's going to have to be Gangplank based on how weak everyone else is. And hopefully they can get him involved in some more team fights and hit some barrels, because the squishiness here is going to be really their only way back in the game. GP needs to start blowing everyone up.
So you do see here, that is the first kill of the game for the Gangplank. No completed items for the Lionheart Esports top laner just yet, but you do see here he does have that Executioners trying to cut down on that healing just a little bit, and also you see he is working towards that Trinity Force. He's got the Sheen and the Phage as he continues to work towards one of the most expensive items in League of Legends. If not, it is the most expensive, is it not?
I think so.
It's either that or Infinity Edge, but I'll have to think about that later. It's here American Liquor taking quite a bit of damage. She has to drop the Black Shield onto herself, but she is going to be okay, at least for now. Do you see here, it's a 3-man push in the mid lane. Natsford using those Jhin autos. Jhin not the best at pushing towers, but when you have a big old Renekton in front of you kind of helping things out, that makes things just a
They
little
want
bit
to dive
easy.
this Gangplank.
Yeah, I do see here Nocturne just waiting over the wall. We'll see if he goes ahead and pops that ultimate. There is the Vladimir ult coming down. Nocturne going to go ahead and jump on as well. About as simple as it can get, but Talon is here. Let's see if he can find anything. There's the first kill of the game. Can he make it? 2. There's the Zhonya's coming down from 1 Wanos. Talon going to jump over the wall, and that Ignite going to not find the kill, so Vladimir does stay alive, but the chase will continue. I don't know. Vladimir's going to have to try to use his best jukes possible. There's the flash in, new meta Edu. He's actually going to find kill number 2. He's going to try to use the blast plant to get out of there. The root is down, but he's going to just jump over one more wall. The play is not there. The hook does come down onto American Liquor, but the Dark Binding will present the exact time from going over that wall. It looks like that's where things will stop for now.
Yeah, I felt like Talon was... I know he was very behind, but he was still very scared of this Vladimir, who basically used the whole kit.
Yeah, jumping over the wall.
I appreciate the respect, but a little concerning. You should be blowing him up at that point, especially when he's 1 HP.
Yeah, say what you will. American Liquor dropping another Dark Binding down on the Thresh. It seems like exact time is eaten about somewhere well in the double digits in Dark Bindings here at this game, of course. Still has not died. That is the important thing, but just seems like everywhere he goes, he's just kind of meeting the Morgana Q. But you do see here, it is an Infernal Drake at 17.5 minutes, and it looks like it's going to be RWRvsLHE starting that thing up.
Yeah, this would be super impactful for Lionheart, but I don't think they get it without a great...
The Shaco just hanging out. Looks like we're gonna have ourselves a smite fight. Red team steals the Infernal Drake, but do they win the post-Dragon fight? It's gonna be Magic Milk 7-0-2. Make that a double kill. There's the Nocturne ultimate coming down onto American Liquor. You do have the Lionheart Esports top winner hanging out in the area. He's gonna try to find that pistol onto Nocturne. Actually, he's gonna go ahead and pop the ultimate to get the kill. Still alive. No, never mind. Milk is legendary. He is still in on this fight. Make that a unofficial quadra kill for Magic Milk. 10-0-2 at 18 minutes, 17 kills to 5 and a 10k gold lead before
Absolutely
you can even get the 4-player surrender.
Yeah, absolutely dominant. Not much to say, just wow. I don't see a win condition. You're not going to be able to kill this Renekton. He doesn't even have Spear Shojin yet. He's got 2200 in pocket, and he's about to get more from the tower. It's a pretty rough situation. And the Vlad is free to split push. You know, he built the second item death cap. He's not feeling any fear. He doesn't need to build Zhonya's. He's over a full item on this Gangplank who hasn't finished the Triforce yet.
We'll see here. Lionheart gonna send a couple of members to try to take out this split pushing Vladimir. Looks like that's gonna be about as simple as it can get. It's actually new meta Edu claiming the solo kill on to the Vladimir. So he's 3-6-1. Had a bit of a rough early game, so to speak, 0-4, but since then 3-2. He has been a bit of a bright spot here. At least
yeah, he's coming on.
You don't count those first 4 deaths.
He got out of laning phase. It was good that he started running around the map. There's no he wasn't doing anything laning but dying, so it's good that he's, you know, trying to make an impact felt even though he's so far behind. And he stayed even in levels. It's so surprising. You know, Renekton's still down in CS. He must not be catching waves somewhere because he's the same level as Talon. So really, they're not that far behind.
Looks like we got ourselves another 1v1 situation here. Nocturne, he wants to try to take out this Gangplank. The fear is dropped down, but can the Lionheart Esports top laner find the barrels? No, it's actually Nocturne flashing away. Maybe biting off a little bit more than he can chew. You don't have a whole lot of stats there on the Nocturne, but hold on, he's got himself some help. Jin is there, and it's going to be Nocturne claiming the kill. 2-5-1 on that Gangplank, and Nocturne, 4 kills here in this game.
It was a really nice solo kill. It was a solo kill. It's really nice. I was gonna say
landing any shots. You're right.
I was gonna say, you know, duel a Gangplank at your own peril, but oh, that was a nice.
Okay. But a little bit of a short trade here. Magic Milk not willing to go too deep for that one with not a whole lot of vision in the Lionheart Esports jungle. He's just willing to stop for now with a little bit of damage. Kind of a warning shot on to the Morgana here. But Talon, he's going to be the next to walk into this bush. The Black Shield is going to be put down onto the Talon. Dark Binding will not connect. And so it looks like the dance of potential death will continue.
Oh,
he's going to go in for it. Does land the ultimate onto both Talon and Morgana. Looks like he's going to go ahead and focus on the Liquor. There is the Zhonya's, but that's just going to let Vladimir set up once again. He's going to claim kill number 4 as Morgana goes down yet again. And we do see the side of RWRvsLHE. They're going to focus their efforts on this top lane tower. This top lane tier 2. As you do see Baron is actually up. It is at 21 minutes. And so maybe you start focusing on that, and maybe start focusing on getting near the end of the game, the end game fight, so to speak.
Yeah, someone needs to do a really good job zoning here, because Shaco's already stolen an objective, and it's really difficult to keep him from getting into the pit.
They do know he's on his way. They do have a lot of vision in the pit that he's going to step on a gin trap that is going to reveal him. The threshold will not connect.
And he's already used Q.
Shaco, he had to use his blink, so he has no way of getting over the wall.
5 seconds.
We'll have to see how fast they can burn down this Baron. If he can go ahead and use it again. Baron is down to 2k health. There's the blink. Can he steal the Baron? The damage is coming down slowly.
They need to stop damaging it.
No, it's going to be raw, but here comes the fight. Thresh is going to go ahead and kill the Shaco. 2 kills though for Talon, but he is going to go down. Only 2 genders. He is going to be on the run up the river here as the Thresh and the Jin give chase. But can the Lionheart Esports top laner get away? Mordecai, coming in from the backside of the fight, trying to find some damage onto the Vladimir. But Vladimir charging up that E is enough to push Twitch off of him for the time being. So all in all, RWR gets the Baron, but it's a 2-for-2 fight afterwards as RWR will lead with 3 members. The Jin, the Thresh, and the Vladimir with that Baron buff.
Extremely scary fight. I think the Baron got down to like 60 health, it looked like at one point. So really fortunate that they were able to smite that away. I think it was just straight auto attack damage, but who knows?
Ooh, hold on here. We might have ourselves
aggressive
on our hands as Thresh trying to put some pressure on American Liquor, not knowing that Mordecai was in the area. But that Twitch, just not a whole lot of damage here. You see his build, only a Blade of the Ruined King. You know, this is where I wish we had those advanced statistics to tell us how much damage each champion's done. But I want to see how much damage this Twitch has done throughout the game. The Jin ultimate is going to be dropped down. Big E coming in from Lung Lanos. Nats, we're going to go ahead and claim the kill onto the Twitch. Liquor just going to have to try to do her best to run away. She's not going to be able to stay alive here. But we do see a skirmish on the other side of the map. It's going to be Nocturne and Renekton versus Shaco and the Talon. Talon is going to go down, but not before he takes out the Renekton. It's going to be, well, actually not a Renekton, but a Nocturne, excuse me. But Magic Milk going to go ahead and claim the final kill of the fight. He goes ahead and takes down the Shaco. So all in all, 4 members of Lionheart Esports dead. As they ignore the dragon for now and focus on just taking a few more objectives. 5 towers to none here at 23 minutes and a 14k gold lead.
Yeah, we're looking at a soft, perfect game here with no towers falling.
Yeah, a soft, perfect game. Of course, a true perfect game. You wouldn't die.
Yep.
No kill or no deaths, no towers, no objectives. They've also got 2 dragons on the side of line.
They do have 2 dragons.
Well, so it's a perfect game tower-wise. How about that?
Yeah.
But not the other 2 stats here.
Oh, that was a beautiful hook.
He's just going to go ahead and go on down. One Lanos picking up the kill. He's 6-3 and 6. The tower will go down to the Baron and Power Cannon. And New Meta Eater just trying to find any damage he can. But one Lanos, he's on a rampage. That Vladimir just continues to scale. Can Genders really find anything here? Just not taking a whole lot of damage is that Vladimir. And the Thresh going to go ahead and take that auto with that kill steal, I should say, with the flash auto. You just hear Nocturne, he's going to find the kill onto Shaco, just fighting all over the map. As Liquor just trying to keep Magic Milk off of her. The ultimate will find the root, but that's not going to stop Renekton from continuing to push this inhibitor as Thresh goes ahead and just barely misses that hook.
Yeah, so the lesson here is if you're Vladimir, don't take the lantern if the Jin is right there. He really needs that lantern to not get killed by Talon or Shaco.
So you see here the Baron empowered minions. They're going to go ahead and push onto it as we'll see how far RWR wants to take this. It looks like they're actually not wanting to go ahead and maybe try to force the end of the game here. They just want to go ahead and back and reset here at 25 minutes. Well, this is an important note, and I don't think it's going to happen again. But if we have a flashback to last Sunday, we were in a very similar situation. Mediocre at best, replace RWR with mediocre at best. And believe it or not, Sneezes, that game would go on for about 20 more minutes. So let's see. And I know the story of that game. I know mediocre at best was just playing with their food, but of course it almost ended up kind of maybe hurting them a little bit, as really they kind of started to have trouble winning team fights.
Yeah, I mean, so strategically, you don't want to extend a game in this scenario. And oh wait,
well. There's a dead Talon there, but they are going to find the 1-for-1 trade as Shaco is there on the backside to go ahead and take down Boyhe. You see Magic Milk, he is going to get onto the Morgana. No stuns are available because of the Black Shield, but when you just have a whole lot of damage with that Spear of Shojin and Black Cleaver, you're just able to get the solo kill, CC or not. But either way, you do see the super minions are pushing in. 2 inhibitors are down, so those minions are going to push in. And it looks like RWRV, they are just going to go for the end of the game. They are onto those turrets. You do have 3 members of LionHeart Esports alive for this fight. You got to take it at some point if you even want to try to extend this game. You do see a Shaco taking quite a bit of damage. The hook does go down onto the clone. It is going to do a little bit of damage here, but you do see the members of RWRV just a little bit too tanky for them to do anything. Talon is alive. He's going to try to come in and find some damage. Vladimir going to go ahead and burst a lot of the members, make that a killing spree for Magic Milk once again. Shaco not able to find anything on the backside, and so the Nexus down to about 50% health, make that a double kill for Natper on that Jhin. He's 4-1 and 10. This Nexus going down very, very slowly, but it should fall here in a second. 27 minutes. RWRV, they improved to 5-2 on the season. LionHeart, they'll have to wait until tomorrow to try to pick up that next victory.
Yeah, really, really great game. Magic Milk was just so dominant in lane, and his pressure just bled over into every lane. It was super, super dominant performance. Interested to see this damage. Yeah, it's pretty pretty apparent how it went. You know, Vlad does a lot of damage just by being Vlad. And really, because teams are so squishy and there's no poke, everyone's all inning at 100% HP. The damage is going to look low, but it's all about relative damage. So, really good job. Really good job. Renekton's my MVP. I don't know about you.
I'll let you go ahead and give the MVP. I won't give one out
Yeah,
personally for myself, but
I gotta go Renekton. You know, he dumpstered his lane. He flex picked around the map. He did a really great job. Just overall, yeah, you can't go, you know, a 19 KDA and deal the second most damage in the game and not get MVP. So
yeah. So
well done.
With that, we'll go ahead and close the book on game number 1. We'll have a slight delay before we get into game number 2, but of course, G3 Reapers and Monster Mash, they are coming up next. Probably my game of the week, or at least on Saturday, as we'll see if Monster Mash can make it a 3-game winning streak, improve to 3-4 on the air, or if G3 Reapers, they will continue to tie for second with their 5th victory of the season. So we'll be back in just a little bit. For Sneezes, I am LaRue. You're watching the Commonwealth League.